You think you've seen controversial Royal Rumble endings before? You think you've seen ego, bitterness, rage, and unfinished business collide in WWE history? Because what happened after Royal Rumble 2026 didn't just shake WWE, it threatened to erase the Roman Reigns era completely. CM Punk didn't just win the Royal Rumble. He didn't just point at the WrestleMania sign. He looked straight into the camera and threatened to end Roman Reigns' career. Not beat him, not out-wrestle him, not embarrass him, and if that sentence didn't make you pause, rewind, and sit up straight, then you weren't paying attention. Let's talk about why this moment has fans furious, divided, obsessed, and why Roman Reigns might be staring at the most dangerous threat of his entire career. And be honest before we start, did you think CM Punk would actually win the Royal Rumble? Yes or no? The Royal Rumble match itself was already chaos. 30 men, 3 generations of WWE clashing, old grudges, new stars, legends teasing returns. And right in the middle of it all, CM Punk, not the smiling, nostalgic happy to be back Punk, not the best in the world catchphrase Punk. This was a quiet, focused, cold CM Punk, no pandering to the crowd, no exaggerated reactions, just eyes locked forward like a man who knew the ending before the match even began. And that's what made it uncomfortable, because when CM Punk looks calm, someone is about to lose something they can never get back. Who was your favorite entrant in the Rumble this year? Drop the number in the comments. By the time the final 4 were standing, the tension was unbearable. CM Punk, a rising megastar who represents the future, a powerhouse built for dominance, and a former champion desperate to stay relevant. Every archetype WWE lives on colliding at once. And yet, the crowd reaction told the real story. Every punch Punk threw got louder reactions. Every time he was almost eliminated, the arena held its breath. This wasn't nostalgia. This was belief. The belief that CM Punk wasn't just in the Rumble, he was meant to win it. And when the final elimination happened, when Punk sent the last man crashing to the floor, the pop wasn't joy, it was shock mixed with fear, because everyone knew what came next. And here's a question for you. Did the right man win the Rumble, or was someone else robbed? CM Punk stood alone, fireworks exploded, the WrestleMania sign glowed above him. And that's when things took a turn. No smile, no celebration. CM Punk slowly raised the microphone. And what he said next will be replayed for decades. He didn't mention WrestleMania. He didn't thank the fans. He didn't talk about dreams. He said, Roman Reigns, your reign didn't make you immortal. It made you comfortable. And at WrestleMania, I'm not taking your title. I'm taking your legacy. That sentence alone hit harder than any chair shot. Because Roman Reigns doesn't just hold championships. He holds history hostage. And CM Punk just told the world he's here to burn it down. Did that line give you chills? Or was it too far? Now let's be real for a second. This isn't just another WrestleMania main event. This is 2 philosophies of WWE colliding. Roman Reigns represents the system, the chosen one, the company-built dynasty. CM Punk represents rebellion, the man who walked out, the man who told WWE exactly what he thought and left them bleeding for it. And now he's back, and he's aiming straight at the face of the empire. If Roman Reigns loses to CM Punk at WrestleMania, it's not just a loss. It's a rewriting of history. Who do you side with here, Team Roman or Team Punk? Pick one. Roman Reigns didn't respond immediately. And that silence? That was louder than any promo. Because Roman Reigns doesn't ignore threats. He erases them. But this one hit differently. CM Punk didn't call Roman weak. He didn't insult the bloodline. He said something worse. He implied Roman Reigns is afraid of what happens after the title. Afraid of the moment the tribal chief becomes just another name on a list. And if you know Roman's character, that's the one thing he can't survive. Do you think Roman fears life without the title? Be honest. When Roman finally responded, it wasn't rage. It was controlled venom. He said, CM Punk didn't come back to win gold. He came back because without Roman Reigns, no one talks about CM Punk. That line split the fanbase in half. Because there's truth in it. Roman Reigns has been the measuring stick for years. But here's the problem. CM Punk has never cared about the measuring stick. He breaks it. Was Roman right, or did he just underestimate Punk? Let's talk about the career-ending threat. Because Punk didn't say it lightly. He said, when I beat you, you won't know who you are anymore. That's not about retirement matches. That's about identity. Roman Reigns is the title, is the bloodline, is the era. Take that away. What's left? A man who spent years calling himself the head of the table, with no seat to sit at. Does Roman survive a loss at WrestleMania? Or is that it? The locker room reactions made things even messy. Veterans reportedly split. Some believe Punk is doing what needs to be done, forcing WWE to move forward. Others think he's tearing down something that still works. And that debate is exactly why this angle is exploding. Because it's not just kayfabe. It feels real. It feels personal. It feels like two men fighting over the soul of WWE. Which side feels more real to you? And let's not ignore the bloodline. Because they're nervous. You can see it in their body language. In their silence. For the first time, Roman Reigns is facing someone who doesn't fear the numbers game. CM Punk doesn't need backup. He needs a mic and a moment. Do you think the bloodline will interfere at WrestleMania? Yes or no? Now imagine this scenario. WrestleMania. Main event. The biggest stage. Roman Reigns walks in as champion. CM Punk walks in with nothing to lose. No safety net. No promises of a future run. Just one night. One match. One chance to end an era. That's dangerous. Because desperate champions make mistakes. And CM Punk thrives in chaos. Who has more pressure going into this match? Here's the part that makes fans angry. If CM Punk wins, Roman Reigns doesn't get a rematch clause like everyone else. There's no guarantee he stays on top. There's no promise the bloodline survives. And WWE knows it. That's why this feels like a gamble. A massive one. Would you risk Roman's legacy for this story? CM Punk isn't promising to stay. He's promising to destroy. And that's what makes this so uncomfortable. Because when Punk leaves, he doesn't clean up. He leaves wreckage. And Roman Reigns might be the biggest casualty yet. Do you think Punk walks away after WrestleMania? This isn't about titles. It's about who controls the narrative. Roman Reigns has been the story WWE tells. CM Punk wants to be the story WWE can't control. And only one of those can survive WrestleMania. So now I want to hear from you. Who wins at WrestleMania? Does CM Punk end Roman Reigns' career? Or does the tribal chief prove he's untouchable? Comment, argue, debate. Because this isn't just a match. It's a war. And no matter who wins, WWE will never be the same again. Because here's the uncomfortable truth nobody wants to say out loud. Roman Reigns has never faced someone like this version of CM Punk. Not Brock Lesnar. Not John Cena. Not Cody Rhodes. Not even Seth Rollins. Those men wanted to beat Roman Reigns. CM Punk wants to invalidate him. And that difference? That's terrifying. Let me ask you something real quick. Is CM Punk the most dangerous challenger Roman Reigns has ever faced? Think about Roman's greatest strength: control. Control of the pace. Control of the narrative. Control of the people around him. Control of WWE itself. For years, Roman has dictated how matches end, how feuds play out, who looks strong and who disappears. But CM Punk? CM Punk doesn't play along. He hijacks the moment. He did it in 2011. He did it when he left. And now he's doing it again, except this time, WWE can't cut his mic. That's why Roman Reigns looks unsettled. Because for the first time, the head of the table isn't the one serving dinner. Do you think Roman has lost control of the story already? Let's rewind for a second. Look at the way Punk won the Royal Rumble. No flukes. No roll UPS. No lucky timing. He outlasted everyone. He survived the chaos. That matters because Roman's entire reign has been built on one idea. Nobody can outlast him. CM Punk just proved that idea wrong on the biggest stage possible. Was Punk's Rumble win clean enough to justify the WrestleMania shot? And here's where fans are getting heated. Because there's a growing feeling that this is intentional. That WWE isn't just booking a match. They're preparing for a shift. Roman Reigns has been the face of WWE's longest modern dominance. But dominance eventually becomes stagnation. And CM Punk? He represents disruption. The kind WWE secretly loves and publicly fears. Would you be okay with Roman stepping back after WrestleMania? Now let's talk psychology. Roman Reigns fights best when he's angry, but loses focus when his identity is questioned. And CM Punk isn't attacking Roman's strength. He's attacking Roman's purpose. Every promo, every stare down, every quiet moment, Punk keeps circling the same idea. What are you without this? That's not trash talk. That's a mental ambush. Do you think Punk is already inside Roman's head? And then there's the fans. Because no matter what WWE does, the crowd reactions are split in the most dangerous way possible. Half want Roman to crush Punk. Half want Punk to burn everything down. That's volatile. That's unpredictable. And WWE hates unpredictable crowds. Unless it leads to something historic. Which side are you on right now? Let's imagine WrestleMania night. The bell rings. No interference early. No shenanigans. Just two men staring each other down. Roman trying to impose dominance. Punk trying to drag him into deep waters. And here's the thing. Roman has never had to chase someone for an entire match. But Punk will force him to. Do you think Roman can keep up with Punk's pace? Mid-match, Roman starts getting frustrated. Trash talking. Taking risks. Because frustration leads to mistakes. And CM Punk? He's made a career out of punishing mistakes. One slip. One miscalculation. And suddenly the tribal chief looks human. Would that moment be enough to break Roman's aura? Now picture this. Late in the match, the bloodline appears on the ramp. The crowd explodes, Roman smirks, but CM Punk doesn't panic. He laughs, because this is exactly what he wants. Proof that Roman Reigns can't win alone. How would you react if Punk beats Roman despite bloodline interference? And if Punk wins, really sit with this. If CM Punk pins Roman Reigns clean in the middle of the ring, that's not a title change, that's a power transfer. The man WWE once labeled toxic becomes the one who dethrones their empire. That would rewrite everything. Would that be the greatest WrestleMania moment ever? But let's flip it. What if Roman wins? What if Roman survives Punk? What does that say? It says Roman didn't just defeat a challenger, he defeated a movement. He silenced the rebellion, and that might cement his legacy forever. But at what cost? Do you think WWE risks alienating fans if Roman wins?